do you think you might want to go to this camp where you learn about animals and touch stuff and touch animals and interact with them? I'm like, sure, why not?
So 2015 was a very exciting year for us at the ranch. All of our programs are starting to steamroll. People in the community are really starting to understand what the ranch is about and what it is that we're doing here. It's been a lot of fun.
It was the best experience I've had with animals.
For me to say it's a cool facility because this is my dream, this is my passion, and this is where I really felt like we needed to be on a level to be a resource and to impact other areas, not just in North Carolina, but on the East Coast and eventually the nation. And we're doing so many things that I think other people can't do because we have the space and we have this land to do it, but at the same time, we have to make sure that it's done right. I don't think I realized how in-depth everything was going to be when I started it. I had this master plan in my head, and I can still see the vision of where Rescue Ranch is headed, like it's already here.
There's not really another place that I could learn like this one does. Not any place that I could have so much fun that I never want to leave here.
This education center has gone from just being a thought in my mind to full-blown, we're in depth, we're doing it, and we are making a difference. I don't think I realized how great the need was in the world for all of animals, not just dogs and cats and not just spaying and neutering, but for your wildlife, for your domestic animals, for your farm animals. I don't think I really understood the need of the education behind it.
Well, because I want to learn more about animals and I really want to be a vet when I grow up.
It's like telling me that some people do care about animals and some people do care about how animals live and how they work instead of just not caring.
Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. And that's really true. Unless anybody cared, nothing is going to get better. And it's how recycling started. Somebody cared and wanted to make a difference. It's how we are going to move forward as a community in general. We have to care.
It's a really cool place to learn about animals because I learned also here today that people, like scientists, spend more time wondering if there's life on Mars than if there's still fish that we haven't explored or other animals we haven't seen yet or stuff like that. Like, I mean, why would you spend so much money on Mars than actual animals that really exist here?
So maybe I change one person's view or I change one kid's perception on an animal and I teach them compassion. Well, I hope that that child goes and has a child of his own one day or her own one day and changes that mentality. And then over time, maybe things will change where you don't have healthy adoptable animals being put down. And that's already happening in some communities.
I just remembering some people who actually told me about these animals and told me that, like, animals do have a purpose than just living and then dying.
They just provide stuff for us, and when people go to the grocery store and get, a gallon of milk or something, they don't think about what the, animals helped get that and stuff.
As I've grown as a person and as I've grown in the industry, I have learned how broad the needs were and what else gets thrown out that people really don't understand. People are against hunting, but they don't understand a good portion of their hunting license is going into conservation and why it's important that we have conservation and do all of these things. So having this facility where we can take people on nature walks and we can teach them all the different facets of the environment, it's just grown, and it's grown me as a person, and I'm learning every day. I'm not by far an expert on any of this stuff, but I'm leaning on the people that are, and we have great partnerships and people that come in and teach us these things so we can share that message and we can give people the opportunities to enjoy these things.
Because it helps people understand the responsibilities that having an animal, especially something like a lizard or a snake, that it's a big responsibility and that you should educate yourself on all the needs that they have before going and buying something like that.
It's fun to see the kids interact with the animals because as part of the reason and the draw for what we're doing is having hands-on experiences with these animals. Our outside animal enclosures have really started picking up as far as their occupancy. Our 3 steer are actually like big dogs. They love to be pet and loved on and fed, and we have a couple staff members that like to go out there and they'll actually try and knock them over so they can lay in their lap. It's important to me because I want people to feel that passion. I want people to come here and want to be a part of it and want to be a part of the growth and see the change in the community and see the difference that we're making in all of these animal and different kids' lives. We have a lot of advertisement going out on ways to help, so how you can help the ranch. We have a great wish list on Amazon, so if you happen to be on Amazon, go on Amazon Smile. And even if you're not purchasing something for the ranch, if you select the ranch as your charity of choice on Amazon Smile, we get a portion of the item that you purchased will get kicked back to the ranch. So even if you're not buying an item off of the ranch's wish list, you can still be helping the ranch financially.
Thank you for making this place, and someday I'll even get even bigger. Yeah.
And I see this great big picture of what the ranch can be and all of the potential, but we have to do it in steps, and we have to make sure that it's going to sustain and be here for a long time, because I am not going to waste anybody's money, and I'm going to make sure that this ranch is going to work. Sorry, there's a fly over my head. It keeps buzzing me. A Guide to Life for Those Just Starting Out by Chrissy Newman.